Hello, welcome to part 2 of Baked Cooking with That Guy's Candy Bacon Cookies. It's getting pretty late at night. I've been waiting for that girl to get back from putting that 3-year-old boy to bed, but I think she probably passed out with him. So I'm going to have to do this video myself. So we're going to do just me, you, and hopefully set up a stationary camera so that you guys can get a good view of what I'm doing. We're going to be putting together the cookie dough today. Well, today it's 10 o'clock at night. Fucking late. I just smoked, burned a couple roaches, man. I want some cookies. I've been fucking dying for these for a while. So, without a delay, I'm gonna turn it off, flip the camera over, and show you the ingredients. Yeah, it's just like making any sort of chocolate chip cookies. If you haven't made them, I'm gonna try to go step by step with you as slow as I can. But, like I said, I'm pretty damn hungry, so hang in there. I think I got everything set. Yeah, let's fucking do this. Okay, the main ingredient here, the star of the show, is this candy bacon. You can see, turned out nice and crispy. It's, well, not too crispy, it still has a little flex to it. We're gonna cut it up into some small pieces, make it look like the butterscotch chocolate, or they're not fucking chocolate chips. The butterscotch chips over here. And you also need a ½ cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You don't need salt. If you use regular butter, unsalted butter, then you add some salt. But I'm going to use a ½ cup of salted butter, so I don't need the salt. So we're going to get rid of it here. Oh, yeah, we need 2 eggs. Did I say 2 eggs? Not yet, but we need 2 eggs. Next up, 2½ cups of flour. Get yourself a big bowl together here. And, yeah, that's all our ingredients right now. I'm gonna set the camera up, and then I'll show you how to put all this shit together. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I hope this camera angle is gonna work out. Right here you can see this is just the best bacon. What I should have done when I first made this bacon was double the amount I made, because I wanted to eat it all while it's sitting cooling down and waiting for everything. It's just, candy bacon is so good. I've had it on a donut before, from a Krispy Kreme donut, I think it was. And holy, I was sold. I was skeptical about bacon on sweets, but then once I thought, well, I dipped it in syrup when I was young. What's the difference? And I used to love cooking bacon in syrup when I was young and putting it with the pancakes. So I figure it should work. I tried it with peanut butter cookies once. That was really good. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we need it in good size pieces so that, excuse me, so that it doesn't, overwhelm the cookie dough. If you have really big chunks, it's just not gonna bind right. It might grease up inside too much, but that's why we cooked it on that grease strip tray, just to hopefully get it off before we get it in there. Okay, well, that looks about the right size for me. So there's the bacon. We'll set that aside. Now over here we're gonna set up our butter. This is a ½ cup of salted butter. We're gonna throw that in here, along with both of our white sugar and our brown sugar. So let's add both the sugars. I know what you're saying, that's not enough butter and sugar, but it'll do. No, I'm kidding. I love overindulgence. I love the taste of food. I love to enjoy cooking. I don't care about health too much, because I figure what's healthy to me is what I enjoy and what puts a smile on my face. And if I'm enjoying it, I'm going to live longer. Because smiling and enjoying food will benefit anyone. Okay, now that we got that kind of combined together, let's add in our eggs. 2 eggs, add them both. Make sure not to add the shells. It's not like breakfast, you can't get away with it sometimes by blending it in with the egg. This is going to show up in it. And then we're going to also add our vanilla. Where's my... This is 1 teaspoon. I got the right one. So we're going to add 1 1/2 of that. And we're going to mix that together as well. Try to get it as combined together as possible. If you got like beaters or fancy cake mixers, stuff like that, you can use that. I've never used them because I've never been able to get any fancy machinery. However, I am looking for, sponsors. If there's anyone who wants to, hook me up with some sweet cooking stuff, email me, bakedcooking420@gmail.com. Let's talk. Okay, we got this blend together nice. Now, let's see, I gotta make sure that I don't lose the camera view here, but I think that should be good here. Let's get in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Throw that in, and then throw in your flour. Now mix that shit all together till it's all mixed up, nice batter, nice cookie dough. This is the stuff that when I was young and munching out, just back in my earlier, you'd say smoking days, used to go buy the Pillsbury cookie dough and just eat it out of the tube. I know you guys have done that. Everyone's done that. And just keep mixing, getting it together. The more it gets together, the happier it'll be. Okay, once it gets around like that, I like to get my hands dirty. It just folds everything in better. Getting dirty is a good fun part of cooking. You can see it's starting to get together, become a nice cookie dough. This should make about 2 dozen, I'm thinking. But we'll see. We haven't added any of our chips yet, as you can see, because I like to get it a dough first before I add any of the bacon. Time to add the bacon. Let's add some of that. I think that could be... I'm going to save a little bit for a little garnish for the top. I think that's a lot. And then this is a cup of chips, but that looks like there's a lot. Too much in there for the amount of dough, so as much as I like to go crazy, I'm not going to go super crazy on this. I want it to have a nice mixture of bacon and chocolate chips. Because I'm also, well, they're butterscotch chips. So fold all that together till you see nice, even consistency. Meanwhile, you should be preheating the oven, forgot to say that, to 350. These are going to cook about 12 minutes. 10 to 12 minute cook time. Now, you can see here the batter is just looking like perfect. Or the cookie dough, not batter. As you can tell, I'm not a trained cooker. I taught myself a lot of how to cook. My mom's a good cook. My dad was an excellent cook growing up. So I spent a lot of time just watching and learning, and then also from TV. So, you can see we got our cookie dough here. It's all ready to go. So we're going to get together a nice baking sheet. Make sure to use one of these non-sticks or some parchment paper. It's really going to help out. And then we're going to put these in just little balls that are, I don't know, what's that, about almost golf ball size, a little smaller. Try to keep everyone the same size. If they're not all the same size, they're not all going to cook properly. So try to make sure you keep nice and consistent. A little bit of butter on there, but that's okay. It ain't gonna hurt it. Now I'm only gonna put 6 on this rack because this is gonna be my first tester. Always good to do a first little test round just to get your timing right. Because sometimes it'll be 10 minutes and it'll be perfect, sometimes 12. Here we go. As you can see, we got our first half dozen. Now, let's pick up the camera. We're going to swing it around. Look at this. 3D cookies. Ooh. Who remembers that, eh? 3D. Ooh. So we got the oven baking. Yeah, I remembered to turn it on. It's at 350. So, let's toss these bad boys in. We're going to set the timer for, let's do 11 minutes. I get a 1-minute warning on mine, so I can come check at 10. And if I feel like it needs to go longer, then, yeah, we'll go an extra minute or 2. But I'd say 12 minutes max for these cookies. So, now that we're sitting here and waiting, it's time. We got 12 minutes to kill. That's enough time to go out back and have a puff. See ya. Okay, everyone, welcome back. It's been, well, 12 minutes as of now because I set my alarm for 11 minutes so I could grab the camera. I think they look, perfect, actually. Nice, fluffy. Look at the rise on those. Ooh, back to the 3D cam. Look, bacon. Bacon. Oh, bacon. Oh my god, bacon. 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 Oh my god, I forgot. Gotta close the oven. Shit. Distracted by bacon. There's bacon in there. Oh, so we gotta let these cool down before we think of even moving them. So move them somewhere near an open window. Now, if you got neighbors who smoke weed, you might want to watch out putting these near an open window. They might just end up disappeared. Unless they come with gifts, you know, packing safety meetings, then it's always good to share. But watch out, they're like cats. You start feeding them, you'll never get rid of them. So I prepped another batch to go in the oven. Gonna put those in now for exactly 12 minutes now that I got these done. As you can see, there is the candy bacon. Save a little of that leftover bacon. This is what it's for. I like to put it on top. Now this is the candy bacon cookies from Baked Cooking with that guy. Okay, as you can tell, I worked up a little bit of sweat making cookies. It was nice cooking for you guys. I've been enjoying this a lot, making videos for you guys. It's really, you know, brought a lot of excitement to my life. I'm on disability because I got ankylosing spondylitis and some other bad shit going on. So I can't get out and move much, and I can't afford to take my family out for big dinners. Can't afford special stuff, you know, so I figure I can bake it at home. It's way cheaper, and personally I think it's way better. My kids seem to prefer it. My wife does. Anyways, like I said, I enjoyed cooking for you guys tonight. Hope you enjoy these really great candy cookies, or candy bacon cookies I should say. I'm baked, I keep rambling on. Anyways, fuck, I'm gonna start eating some cookies here. It's late at night, so we'll see if there's any left over for my family when they wake up in the morning. I'm not gonna bet on it, we'll see. But I think this recipe should make about 24 cookies, so I doubt I could eat that many cookies, you know. I'm gonna probably pass out from it beforehand. Anyways, don't know where the good lighting is. I feel like I'm one of them guys with the GoPros booting around, or is it part of a video game? Anyway, thanks for joining me. Yeah, find me at www.facebook.com/bakedcooking. I'm always talking there almost every day. You can ask me anything, any cooking tips. Like I say, get baked, cook a lot, enjoy it, have fun. Take care, everyone.